What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. It is currently Thursday, December 26th. It is 9:08 p.m. And yeah, I keep doing these because I keep buying them, but we're doing another little movie haul today. It is the day after Christmas. And my Christmas was pretty good, I would say. I basically just had I didn't really do much. I just kind of chilled, and yeah, that was pretty much it. I did get a little money, which was nice. Um, so yeah, today I went out, I deposited that money into my account, and yeah, it was funny. Like yesterday, I bought my friends some Steam games for Christmas. Right, I got Space Engine for one of them and Path of Exile 2 for the other one. So yeah, and we played some Fortnite. It was a fun day yesterday. Um, I also saw Nosferatu yesterday as well. I went with my brother and his girlfriend, which was pretty cool. It was a decent little movie. But yeah, because um, I got this, some Christmas money. I was like, let's go out and go shopping a little bit, buy some movies. So I bought. How many did I buy? I bought 8 movies. So oh, technically 9 things. Which you just saw. I bought 8 movies and a show. So we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into a little haul. I'm trying not to make this channel just a movie haul channel, but that's what I've been doing. And yeah. Anyways, so I went to Half Price Books and I picked up 5 things, and this was the last thing I grabbed, but I'm gonna show it off here first because it's not a movie. I picked up season 2 of Dead Like Me. This is season 2 of the popular show Dead Like Me. It's actually the last season of Dead Like Me as well. I have the first one on my shelf back there. Um, it was funny when I saw that these were in half price books. I bought the first one, and I didn't really watch. I mean, I did watch it. I watched a couple episodes, but I didn't buy the second one, and it's just been sitting there. So I finally got around to buying it. So now I have the complete series of the show, so I can watch it now. Because as a kid, it was a show that I watched a bunch because we had it like burned on a DVD or something. Um, so yeah, but we're gonna get into the movies now. Um, and so this first movie I grabbed was because I saw it, and I'm a big fan of kung fu movies, but I saw this movie and it just reading the back made me laugh. So I was like, okay, I gotta get this and eventually watch it. And that would be Exit the Dragon, Enter the Tiger. The Spirit of Bruce Lee Lives. It is a Bruce Live film. Um, and I read the back because I was like, okay, is this like a Bruce Lee documentary or something? I read the back and it says Bruce Lee challenges the evil forces behind the mysterious death of Bruce Lee. And just reading this, I was like, that's really funny. So I got it, and I know Bruce Lee is like a very popular, like Bruce Lee kind of clone, I guess. Um, yeah, this was just funny. It's 76 minutes. Came out in 1976. So here's what the back looks like. Got a couple little like screenshots from the movie, but I just thought this was funny, so I got it. But yeah, then we're gonna move on to the next movie though, and I actually just watched this movie like literally earlier today, and that is 1,000,000 Years BC with Raquel Welch. Um, and I mainly got this movie because in the Shawshank Redemption, when Andy gets like a poster upgrade um, from Rita Hayworth, it is to the poster of Raquel, which is from this movie. I actually saw this a while back. It was like on the clearance shelf of half price books, and then it disappeared. And I found it on. It was sealed. I found it on the regular shelf at half price books, so I decided to open it and watch it. And this was not. I mean, I was kind of expecting because it was like humans a million years ago or something like that, right? With dinosaurs and stuff. And I was expecting something a little different because there's no dialogue in this movie. It's literally just grunts. And it was just, oh my gosh, it's like it's so hard to get into the movie because it's just like, okay, well, I kind of have to infer what they're saying, or talking about, and then at some point it's just like, oh my gosh, this movie would have been so much better if they actually spoke. But hey, Raquel looks good. Look at her. It's an interesting movie. The stop motion is really cool, but this would have been so much better if they actually spoke. But yeah, so that's 1 million years BC. And then we got another movie that I've actually been wanting to kind of watch for a while, and I found a sealed copy of it. So we'll get around to watching it eventually. But that is The Sound of Music. As you can see, I got it for $8. I don't know why. It's like one of those like musical things from way back in the day that's just like, oh, this is an essential kind of thing. It's like this, Singing in the Rain, right? Like just musicals and stuff that people are like, oh, this is like a banging one. And The Sound of Music is super iconic. Also, The Music Man as well, is super iconic. But no, I got this. I didn't know it was 3 hours. I was actually teetering on watching this or 1 million years BC, but I decided because this one was 3 hours long that I would watch the infinitely shorter, what is it, like hour and a half? Yeah, 91 minutes of 1 million years BC. Honestly, this probably would have been better. But yeah, I will eventually get around to watching it. So until then, I have a sealed copy. And at this point, I was looking around, and that's when I grabbed Dead Like Me. But I was still like, I could get like another one. And at the bottom shelf of, I think, the TV section where they keep this stuff, I look down and I see the spine of this, and I read it, and I'm like, no way. And I grab it and I look at the cover and I'm like, this is so funny. I have to get this, especially because Christmas was yesterday. I got the He-Man She-Ra a Christmas special. I didn't even know this was a thing. And it's so funny. Just like look at the back, you got He-Man in like a Santa outfit over here, as well as She-Ra in her like Santa or red and stuff in there, and there's Skeletor there and on this side. It's not very long, runtime 51 minutes. But no, this was super funny seeing this like on the shelf, right? Um, and honestly, it was kind of good. I was very pleasantly surprised by this. It wasn't like anything crazy, but I was just like, this is cool. The quality on this DVD as well was really good. I don't even know when this came out. This was made in 2010. This DVD, um, looks like. So, but yeah, no, this was very funny to stumble upon, and honestly, it's pretty good. So, uh, yeah, I'm actually very happy I got this. It's a fun watch for sure. But then after that, I decided to go to Goodwill, um, and my plan was to go to Half Price Books, Goodwill, maybe GameStop, and maybe Disc Replay. But after Goodwill, I was like, I'm gonna go home. So, but no, we stopped at Goodwill and we looked around at the movies, and I got 4 movies from Goodwill. Just want to go through them. The first one is Aeon Flux with Charlize Theron. So Aeon Flux is an MTV like animated show, and apparently it's pretty good. And so they made a PS2 game and a movie on Aeon Flux, and I saw Aeon Flux in there, and I was like, okay. Apparently, it's not very good, but I like Charlize Theron, so that's one of the reasons why I got it, as well as it just being tied to the Aeon Flux name, which I haven't seen it, the anime, but I watched some gameplay of the PS2 game, and I'm very intrigued. I do want to get it. But yeah, no, this is cool. Low key, I also want to get the Scarlett Johansson, Ghost in the Shell, Underworld, what's it, Ultraviolet. Like, I feel like those movies have the same, like, including this one, all have the same kind of vibe. But no, I'm happy to have this. Even if it's bad, I'm sure the action's good. So yeah, but this was really cool to find as well. I think. By the way, I hate security tabs on DVDs. Like they're so stupid. Yeah, I can. There's the anime. Get $5 back. That's kind of sick. But yeah, so that's Aeon Flux. Up next, we have a banger on our hands. Banger territory. I've already seen this movie, but it is so good I had to get it. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Jim Carrey, um, Kate Winslet. This movie is just really good. It's a really good romance, kind of weird movie. Oh, an hour and 48 minutes long. I didn't realize it was that short. But no, this movie's really good. So I was like, this is the perfect time to pick it up. So yeah, so we picked it up. Maybe we'll go back to it eventually. Not right now, but soon. This is definitely one of Jim Carrey's best serious roles, and honestly, the stack is kind of the cast is kind of stacked. You got Jim Carrey, Kate Winslet, Kirsten Dunst, Mark Ruffalo, and Elijah Wood. So yeah, it's really good. I highly recommend it. And then we got another movie I haven't heard of, but an audio from this movie is in a Kanye song. It's one of in his most popular song. You know, the one "Fellas in Paris." You know, we have Blades of Glory, Will Ferrell, John Hyder. I saw a clip of this movie on TikTok, I think, and it had the audio from that Kanye song, not the audio, but it had that clip from, you know. And so I was like, oh, that's where that's from. And I watched the clip further, and I was like, okay, this is actually, it seems kind of funny. So I'll get it. And I happened to stumble upon it at Goodwill. So, yeah, can't wait to watch it. And yeah, ending off, we have another banger on our hands. This is a super good movie. I highly recommend people watch this movie. It is Mickey Rourke's The Wrestler, as well as Marissa Tomei is in this movie. She did a great job. Basically, movies about an aging wrestler, or I guess he's already like way past his prime wrestler, like 50 years old. He's wrestling at bingo halls. He's nowhere near as famous as he once was, and he's just kind of struggling to get by. Um, and that's kind of the whole like movie and stuff. And it's really good. I believe I heard Roddy Piper like cried watching this movie and was like, this movie is like really accurate to how older wrestlers are in the industry. And I was like, oh, okay. But no, this movie is so good. Darren Aronofsky is the director, so if that tells you anything, yeah. But The Wrestler, I highly recommend anyone watch it. It's really good. It's a really sad story. Marissa Tomei, just like every movie, looks good in it. You know, she's so pretty. So, if that's another plus, I guess. You know, if you love Marissa Tomei, she looks great in this movie. And Mickey Rourke does a great job playing the main character of what's his name, Randy the Ram Robinson. So yeah, it's very good. That's what I have to say. It's a very good movie. The ending is very, very good, very sad as well. But yeah, it's definitely worth the watch. So yeah, I highly suggest you go watch this movie. And yeah, that's pretty much the DVD haul, the movie haul for today. So yeah, no Muppets Christmas Carol DVD. Eventually we will get it, and when I do, I will finish my story. But until then, we will keep buying movies. And yeah, I guess I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Thank you all for watching, and yeah.